Hi, Bhargav, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Let me just share my screen.
Yeah. Are you sharing the screen?
Yes, just a second. All right. So yesterday I just gave an introduction about the user interface of Tableau, and we created some basic graph, right? I hope you attended yesterday's class, right?
No, ma'am. I didn't attend it yesterday.
Okay, no problem. I'll once again explain the user interface of Tableau. No worries. So before that, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Myself, I'm
Like
currently
I. Mhm.
I'm currently doing masters in US,
Okay.
nine in major of business analytics.
Okay.
Mm,
Right. So the reason why I'm asking in the sense just to understand, whether in my batch every time there will be the combination of students. Some students will be come from non-IT background, and some students will come from IT background. And just to understand whether you are having some basic knowledge of SQL, I'm just asking this question. So I hope you have some idea or some basic knowledge on SQL, right?
yeah, yes, ma'am.
Great, great. So because for Tableau, we need to have some knowledge on SQL as well. Of course, in this course, I will explain some basics of SQL Server. That is the other thing, but just okay. Just give me a second. I'll explain about the user interface of Tableau once again. Just give me a second. All right. So I'm just closing this workbook and I'll open once again. So as you are saying you didn't attended this class yesterday, let me once again introduce about myself. I'm Divya. I have about 8+ years of experience into data analytics. Currently, I'm working as a senior data analyst in one of the MNCs in Hyderabad, and I completed my master's in data science. And I have experience in teaching, data science subjects like SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Python, statistics, and machine learning. So this is about me, and as you are here to learn Tableau.
Yeah.
um yes, so yesterday only we gave some basic introduction of Tableau, and I explained about the user interface of Tableau, and we just started creating one graph. Okay, so let me again repeat the user interface. Along with that, yesterday I showed how to create the graph by using Excel file. So I will maybe I will show you today how I will create the graph by using SQL Server. Okay, hi Gayatri, good morning.
Good morning.
Right. So let me start. As you can see, once our demo classes is done, I will show you the installation process of Tableau and SQL Server. So for now, I'll just show you how we will work with it. Okay, I'm just opening my Tableau desktop. So basically, as we know, in Tableau, we will create Tableau is a visualization tool or reporting tool, I can say. We can create some graphs or dashboard. Basically, we will analyze the data by using any of the visualization tool, right? So by using Tableau also, we will, basically try to analyze the data. Uh, and I can say as you already belongs to the data analytics field, both of you, I hope you already know why we use Tableau, right? And as you know, Tableau and any visualization tool is used in every domain. It won't stick to one single domain. But the first thing, we need to have some knowledge on SQL. And if we are good with SQL and Tableau, then we can start our careers as a data analyst. And as I said, it will, in each and every domain, data analysts are required, right? And that is the reason we data analysts have the huge demand in the market right now, correct? So once I open my Tableau desktop, hi Asif, can you hear me? I hope you are also the new student to this batch. Yesterday, actually, I took my first demo. I already explained the user interface of Tableau, but as we are having a new students again, let me. I'm once again. You know, trying to explain the user interface of Tableau, and I'm just starting from the start. Okay. So before that, could you please tell me, Asif, about you? Like, are you from IT background or non-IT background?
Yes, I am from IT background. I have experience in IT,
Okay,
database technologies,
great.
BI side. Yeah,
Okay, so all three of you are having, are you all three of you, whoever we have in this call right now, you are already from the IT background and you're already having knowledge on SQL. That is a great thing, because I can say SQL is the backbone for complete data science field, right? And all right, and today let's try to understand about the Tableau desktop. We have five products in Tableau, right? Just give me a second. Gayatri, I know you already attended yesterday's class, but just give me 10 minutes so that I can once again give a glance to the new students. Okay. All right. So we all know that why we will use Tableau. It is an business intelligence tool, or I can say it is a visualization tool by using which we will connect to the data first of all, and we will start analyzing the data and creating some dynamic dashboards or Tableau reports, right? So let me directly explain you this point. So as you know, Tableau, basically we will have this many products in Tableau. Okay, so first is Tableau Desktop, Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, Tableau Server, Tableau Online, and Tableau Prep. Tableau Desktop is the place where we will create all the Tableau graphs, right? Being the Tableau developers or data analysts, we mostly work on Tableau Desktop. That is what I'm going to show you the user interface now within just going forward. Okay, so this is the place where we will create all the graphs. Okay, and next we have few more Tableau products. In that we have one more product called as Tableau Server. Mostly Tableau Server is used by the Tableau admin people, right? So basically we can do so much kind of in Tableau Server. There are so many options. We can basically we can track the usage of how we are using Tableau Desktop. We can track the usage of Tableau Desktop inside the Tableau server, and there are many settings which is helped to by in the Tableau server also. In the Tableau server only we can maintain everything. Okay, and there are many more advanced options, something like subscriptions, ordering, everything. Actually, not only Tableau Desktop, in this course, I will explain Tableau Server as well. We will take almost 3 to 4 classes on Tableau Server. At that time, we will learn everything very practically. Okay. So there is one advanced concept called as scheduling in Tableau. That means we can create a schedules by using Tableau server. That is whenever if suppose imagine, first let me tell you what is Tableau Online is. Tableau Online is basically for every Tableau developer, we should have our own online account. It is just like It is used to share the Tableau dashboards or Tableau reports online to anyone. Suppose we created any Tableau dashboard, and if we want to share that Tableau dashboard even to any of our manager clients, we need to log into we. All of us should have our own Tableau online account, and we can able to share that account by using that. Okay, directly we can share a Tableau dashboards by using Tableau online account. While sharing, what kind of permissions or user access can be done, everything is also given inside the Tableau server. Suppose I created one dashboard, and we'll have some kind of user access roles, I can say, which we will discuss very detailedly whenever we are discussing about these concepts going forward in our classes. Like, there I can decide for whom I need to give the permissions. Like, there will be some three kinds of roles. Like, one is called as explorer. Generally, let me not talk more technically about these points at this point of time. Just understand, there I will select the user roles. First I will create the users, and then I will decide for which user to give what kind of permission, whether that user, if I share any file, whether that user can able to edit that file, or whether I'm giving only view access to that user. Like that, we will have three roles, and we can decide for which user we can give which kind of access. Okay, everything we will see very practically at in that classes. And next, schedules. In the sense, suppose we can create any kind of schedule by using a Tableau server. That means, suppose for example, if I want to suppose in my company or in my project, I imagine that I'm sharing one file every day to maybe my client at one particular time. Okay, so instead of logging to my Tableau online account every day, and instead of sharing the Tableau dashboard every day, what I can do, I can just create a schedule. And in I will, while creating a schedule, I will select the file which I want to share, and I will, add the, Gmail IDs to whom I want to share, and I can even schedule the time frequency, like, on which days, maybe, for example, maybe we can select from Monday to Friday or any particular days, and what is the time which we want to share. Suppose from Monday to Friday daily at 6 p.m. I want to share that file. I'll just select that time, and I'll create a schedule. At that time, automatically, whatever file whatever file I added in that schedule, that file will be automatically sent to that members to whom to whom I use the Gmail IDs. For that Gmail IDs, automatically that the dashboard or whatever files we are sharing, everything will be sent automatically by from Tableau server only, with as we created schedule. Right, no need of logging in every day, and no need of sending the files every day. Whatever, it's not only the files, everything whatever we can do, if we want to do, we will create a schedules, and automatically everything will be done. I hope I'm clear.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Great. So this is one part.
Sorry, Divya.
Yes, please.
Uh, for a server point of view,
Mm-hmm.
uh, is how this is going to work with, let's say you have a large database, big data technologies, right? There are so many different databases. Let's say the new technologies I'm talking about,
Okay.
Apache, Iceberg, Hive. How this is going to work, because such a large amount of data you are trying to transfer from database to Tableau for the data visualization.
Right.
Okay, let's say how server and the browser can handle the amount of data we are transferring, because the typical response should be like everybody want to see this so fast.
Correct. 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 I got your question. The concept here is first what we will do by using Tableau desktop only we will create all the graphs, right? So in the Tableau desktop only we will connect to whatever database we are working. Okay. So if obviously we'll work for our client, whatever database our client is using, that database only we will connect and we will start working, right? So after creating, suppose imagine I created one dashboard in my desktop, Tableau desktop, that dashboard only I will share just by using the Tableau server. Here in Tableau server, we won't maintain separate databases kind of thing. The everything will be done in the Tableau desktop only, just for sharing purpose or collaborating purpose only. We will use Tableau online and Tableau server thing. So as we already connected, I mean, we will already have the databases in the Tableau desktop. It if it is a big data also, no problem. It will just share that file. But whoever we are sharing, actually, if it is our clients, if it is our managers, obviously in their own laptop they will also connect to the server, right? So automatically when they access our file, it won't become problem for them to load the data. How it will be, it will just whenever they open the file, obviously they can able to view or they can able to open that file in their own Tableau desktop application only, right? So automatically they can connect to the database from there. Did you got my point?
Yeah, is it possible we can install that desktop client
Yes.
and a server? Is it possible to install it on our laptops?
Yes, of course. Once we are done with demo classes, I will show you the installation process of Tableau desktop very clearly. And I will show you. And as I'm saying, in this course, I won't teach only Tableau desktop. I'll teach Tableau server and Tableau prep as well. So I will, whenever we are starting about the Tableau prep, I will show you the installation of Tableau prep tool as well. And whenever we are dealing with Tableau server concepts, I will show you everything practically. Basically, how we are sharing the files and how we are giving permissions, how we are, creating schedules. We'll have so many options in the Tableau server like alerts and all. We will learn everything at that point of time.
Okay, my question is,
Mhm.
you are showing everything. Is it possible I can practice it myself? Like, let's say if I
Of
want to
course.
practice.
Of course, you need to practice also because Tableau especially, or not only Tableau, any visualization tool, that the concept will be simple, but we need to practice, then only we will understand and then only we will remember all the concepts, right? I will show you the installation process and I will make you to install that in your systems. And day by day, once we are done with each and every concept, if you practice that concept, then only you can become perfect in that particular things.
Because Tableau is only for 2 weeks. I think they will give that for free,
Yeah,
right?
actually, free trial is for only 14 days, as you said, 2 weeks. But what we do generally in the sense, I won't suggest students to use Tableau Public, because in Tableau Public, there won't be, Tableau Public is also one of the tool where we can create graphs, but their servers there won't available over there. We can only connect to the Excel files in Tableau Public. You might already know about it, right?
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
suggest in every batch what I will do. Actually, for us, for normal employees, it is freely available for only 14 days. 14 days trial is there for Tableau desktop. But if we
Mhm.
can able to log in as a student, that means if we can able to get any student ID, maybe in our friends, or if we are currently doing any masters kind of thing, we will have our own student ID, right? Or else if you can able to get any student ID from your friends or family, if we upload that student ID in the Tableau website, they will give us free
Mhm.
access for 1 year. So we can access Tableau desktop for 1 year freely as a student. But we need to, upload any one of the student ID. Usually, I will follow the same process in each and every batch. I will ask I'll ask you people to bring any student ID, so that it won't be any any disturbance, because if we install normally within just 2 weeks, it will just expire, right? So if we can able to get any student ID for 1 year, we can use Tableau desktop freely. And I will show you the process, that process also, how to basically upload the student ID, how to install the process, everything I will show you. But you need to get the student ID.
I need to find out the student then.
Yeah, that is a problem here. But yes. And the current academic student actually, they can be like even anyone, like if from any place, and anyone, any graduate, like that, any field. Of course, some of my students will use pharmacy, because as you know, Tableau is for each and every domain, right? If you are having any student from any domain, that is fine. And actually, if it is okay for every student ID, I mean, we will, whenever we are doing this process, we will get one code actually. That product code can be used for, I mean, that the same product code two members can be used. So if it is okay with any of, in any of the batch, if students are able to, if they, no, I mean, if they don't mind to share the product key, like that also we can adjust. For one product key, two persons can access the same, I mean, the same Tableau desktop for 1 year.
Okay.
So that is the thing here, because I cannot do more than that, because
Okay. What about the Coursera ones?
Coursera
Course,
ones. Mhm.
yeah, Coursera also offers a free Tableau, but I think they offer like a 3 or 6 months or something like this.
I'm not
But
really
if
sure
you
about
take,
them. We need to,
if you take the course from them.
yes, that is the concept there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All
that
right.
is what they will also do. They will, by basically by student, any student ID, they will log in and they will share the product code for their students. That is the only process actually to get the free trial for 1 year.
Thank you, Divya.
Yeah, let's see going forward, if we can able to get any of the, for everyone, I'm saying that Bhargav and Gayatri, if it is possible to get any student ID, that will be easier for you to access the Tableau desktop. Okay, so yeah, this is about the Tableau server. Likewise, we are having so a few more products called as Tableau Reader, Tableau Public. As I said, this is again a kind of it is a tool from Tableau. It is a kind of, in the Tableau Public also we can create graphs, basically. But the concept here is Tableau Public is freely available for practice purpose. We can use this Tableau Public, but servers or databases are not available in Tableau Public. Only we can connect to the Excel files, if it is okay, if you are okay to learn the complete concept by using Excel files, then you can access, or you can, use Tableau Public also. Generally, yeah, the concept will be like that. No databases will be support for Tableau Public. Only Excel file, we can connect to only Excel file. Okay, that is the thing here. And next comes with Tableau Prep. Tableau Prep is again an ETL tool. You know what is ETL? Extraction, transformation, and loading. So Tableau itself has its own ETL tool called as Tableau Prep. Okay, so in our course, we will also learn about Tableau Prep. What are all the steps we have? I mean, basically, by using the Tableau Prep, we can clean the data. Once, if we think that we, whenever we are connecting to the data, if we need any cleaning, maybe, before connecting to the data, why we will clean the data. Basically, data engineers will already, data engineer is the role in the data science. They will get the raw data first. They will already clean the data. Once the data is cleaned, that data will be sent to the data analyst, right? But being a data analyst or Tableau developer, whenever we are working, if we think we need to clean that data further, maybe to some extent we will use Tableau Prep tool, and we will see what are all the clean steps are there in the Tableau Prep. And after cleaning, we will just, extraction, transformation, and loading. We will extract some data to the Tableau Prep. We will, if needed, we will follow some steps. We will transform the data, and we will load that data back to the our systems, and we will connect that data to the Tableau desktop, and we will start creating the graphs. Like that it is, we will see everything practically whenever we are learning about the Tableau Prep concept. I hope I'm clear till here. These are about the Tableau products actually. So in this course, I will teach a Tableau desktop. our main concentration will be learning on the Tableau desktop. Along with that, we will teach a Tableau server and Tableau prep as well. And I will show you how we will create basically Tableau online account as well. Okay. So let me just open a Tableau desktop. Once, as I'm saying, once we are done with demo classes, I will show you the installation process of Tableau. Again, if you can able to get the student ID, that will be very useful. If immediately, if you cannot able to get, I will show you the installation process by using that 14 days free trial. Within that 14 days, please try to get any student ID, then I can show you the complete process. And from that day, on that day, whenever you are registering as a student, from that day or till 1 year, you will get the free access of Tableau desktop. Okay. So once I open the Tableau desktop, this is the user interface, I can say. Basically, we all know that first we need data, right? First of all, we need some data to create Tableau graphs, right? So just imagine this is a database where I have some data. So, and imagine this is a Tableau desktop where I need to create some graphs. Okay. Basically, first of all, we want data, then only we can able to create the graphs. And the data can be in any format. It can be in the form of Excel file, it can be in the form of text file, it can be in the form of PDF file. Like that, not only files, even it can be in the form of any servers or databases. If I'm clicking on more option here, we are having this many database options in Tableau. From here, we can able to connect to that particular files or databases. Basically, in the Tableau desktop, whenever we open towards the left side, like this, towards the left side, you can able to see something called as connect. This we will call it as connect panel. In this connect panel, we can able to see all the files, list of all the files and the servers which we can able to connect. So you can see here to the servers also MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, like that. If I click on more option, we are having so many databases available here. According to our client's database, we will connect to any of the database and we will start working, right? So first of all, I'm saying that we need data and we need to connect that data to the Tableau desktop, right? So obviously, to connect the data to the Tableau desktop, there should be something in between which helps to connect the data, right? There should be something in between which helps to connect the data or data sources. Basically, we will technically call this term as a data source. That means Excel file will be one data source, PDF file will be one data source. Each and every options what we are having here till here, all this, any of the servers, I mean any of the databases, any of the file formats, everything, each and every thing available here, we will call it as a data source. Okay. So we need to connect that data source to the Tableau desktop first, right? Then only we can able to create the Tableau graphs, correct? So there should be something in between which helps to connect the data source to the Tableau desktop, right? That is called as Tableau connection. We'll have one concept called as Tableau connections. By using this Tableau connection only, basically this Tableau connection helps us to connect the data source to the Tableau. And here we are having two types of Tableau connections. Okay, one is live connection. Let me use another color. One is live connection and the another one is extract connection. Okay, we have two types of connection by using which we can connect to the database. So what is live connection? What is extract connection? In which scenarios we will use live and extract connection? We will learn everything detailedly whenever we are learning about the Tableau connections concept. I hope I'm clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. And if it is clear, please respond to me. Great. All right. So as I'm saying, in the connect panel only, we need to connect to any of the file or database. Then only we can, I mean, basically to connect, we need to use any of these files. And let's see what is the other options. Towards the left side, bottom left, we are having something called as save data sources. We have two data sources available here. One is sample superstore and one is world indicators. This is basically provided by the Tableau for practice purpose. We can use this data sources also to practice. Okay, and in between whatever I'm having, in the inside the open, these are all my recently opened or recently used chats actually. Okay, that is recently used graphs, I can say. Towards the right side, we have something called as discover. You can just ignore this. If we have any updates or if we have anything from the Tableau community, we can able to see that links here. This is of no use for now. So this is about the first user interface of Tableau, I can see. Let's first connect to any of the file and let's try to understand how to create the graph. Okay, so maybe I'm connecting to Microsoft Excel, I'm connecting to sample superstore data, I'm clicking on open. So this is called as data source level. You can see here we are having two tabs. One is data source level and the second one is sheet level, we will call it as. So first thing, whenever we connect to the data, first thing we will come to the data source level. Okay, in data source level only we can able to, basically I just connected here, it will show me the details. It is showing me to know to which file I got connected. It is saying Microsoft Excel file and I got connected to sample superstore file, right? And this file, if I open it normally in my laptop, it will show me I'm having basically three sheets. Okay, the first sheet is orders, second sheet is people, and third sheet is returns. Like this, we will having three sheets. The first sheet is order, second is people, and third is returns. So basically whenever we connect to any Excel file from the Tableau, it will show us how many sheets are available. Okay, so here, as I'm having, let's deal with the first sheet here, that is orders sheet. Okay, so to deal with that, what I'll do, I'll just drag this orders to this page. I'm just dragging orders to the this page. Immediately I can able to get the data or connect to the data. Okay, this is the options you can see here. So what I did, whatever, see if it is Excel file, whatever sheet we want to work on, we will just drag that sheet to this part. Then we can able to see the data. If it is SQL Server also, whatever database we want to work, we will select the database here. Then automatically that data will be displayed here. That one we will see going forward. Okay, for now we are dealing with the Excel file. I want to work with orders sheet. I just dragged and dropped it here. I can able to see the data. Here only you can able to see this thing called as connection, live and extract. This is what I said just now. This is called as Tableau connections. We have two types of connection. By default we will be on the live connection. Okay, so I didn't once we connected to the data, it will show us the connection here in the data source level. Towards the top right, we can able to find this option. Okay, in which scenarios we will use extract connection, we will learn in that particular class. All right, so this is the data which I'm having in orders sheet. Basically I'm having few columns here like row id, order date, ship mode, customer id, customer name, like that. I'm having some country details, I'm having some product details, subcategory and category details, sales, profit, discount, like that. Okay, this is the data which I have in that file. Okay, and it is showing me the count of rows available also, that is 100 rows, right? So if you can observe here, you can see some kind of symbols here, right? That is nothing but, we all know about data types, right? In SQL, basically we will have a concept called as data type. Whenever we are creating any table, for each and every column we will declare the data type, right? There we need to declare the data type manually. But here Tableau is very smarter enough. Once we connect it to the data, Tableau automatically recognizes the data types. That is the symbols here which we can able to see. So usually most frequently used data types in Tableau are, first one is numerical data type, right? Obviously we know what is numerical data type, correct? If we are if that column is defined with the numerical data type, that means we are going to store only numbers in it, right? So you can see here row id, I'm having numbers, and in Tableau numerical data type is indicated by using this symbol hash. Okay, whenever you see this symbol, that means you need to understand that is a numerical data type data. Okay, and the next we can able to see this abc kind of thing, that is nothing but character or string data type. As you're already having some knowledge on SQL, I think you can able to understand me, right? What are all the data types you might already know. We have numerical data type, character or string data type. In character or string data type, obviously we will store characters, right? So all the normal characters you can see here, the second class, wherever you can see, you can able to see all the character data. There you can able to see this ABC kind of thing, right? That means it is indicating that we will having the character data inside it, right? Am I clear? Likewise, we are having a few more data types. One is, as I said, numerical data type, that is here we can indicate by hash character data type ABC. Then we are having something called as a date data type. Okay, this calendar symbol, we can able to see the calendar symbol here. This calendar symbol indicates date data type. Wherever you can see this, we can understand that we are storing basically dates in this, right? Likewise, we are having another data type called as geographical data type. Geographical, basically all the location kind of columns, location kind of data we will store in the geographical data type. Basically we use this four data types very frequently in Tableau. One is numerical data type, and the second one is character data type, third one is date data type, and fourth one is geographical data type. And the symbol for geographical data type will be globe. Let me just drag this, you can see here, right? Globe symbol. Basically for all the it indicates that it is a geographical data type data for all the country, city, state kind of thing. Basically it will in Tableau we can able to, if we are using this, we can able to create maps very easily. So this is the data types. Here we are not doing anything. Tableau itself is recognizing the data types and it is showing us the symbols like this. I hope I'm clear. So yeah, this is about it. This is the options which we have in the data source level. You can see we are in the data source level here. Once here, from here only we can drag, or we can use what data we want to work on. If I wanted to work on orders, I just dragged orders here. I can able to see my data. I can able to see what connection we are in currently. Here it is also again showing us the same option type, in the sense what are all the data types we are having in this complete data. I mean all the field names, all the data types name, that like that it is showing. Okay, now to create the graphs we need to go to the sheet level. For that I'm just clicking on sheet 1. This is the place where we will create the graphs. Okay, so all right, so towards the left side you can see all the field names, right? All the column names I can see. Under tables we are having all the field names here. If you can observe clearly, you can see some kind of division here, right? One a line is there which is separating them into two parts. The first part is called as dimensions. Yes, if you have any doubts, please stop me and ask me. Okay, so first part is called as dimension and the second part is called as measures. So what is dimension and what is measure? In the sense it just measure. Okay, so all the columns, whenever we are into the sheet level, Tableau automatically divides all our columns or all our fields into two parts. First part is called as dimension and the second part is called measure. What is measures in the sense? First, let's understand what is measure. To to remember clearly, I can say all the numerical data type data. Okay, all the numerical data type data will comes under measures. If you can see, I'm having all the numerical data types data only, right? You can see this, we are having something called as latitude and longitude. This is not the column names, it is just showing a normal thing. The column names we are having here: country, region, postal code. Latitude and longitude is not the column names, we don't have. Normally it will display like this. Okay, so you can ignore this part. Up to here only we are having the column names, right? We're having discount, profit, quantity, and sales under measure. That means all the numerical data type data comes under measures. And the remaining data type data, it can be character data, it can be date data type data, or it can be geographical data. All those data comes under dimensions. Just to remember, we can understand this process. But again, to be frank, the technically, if we want to understand the concept here is, I can say not only numerical data, actually on whatever data we can able to perform some calculations. Okay, on whatever data we can able to create, we can able to perform some kind of calculations. Calculations in the sense, obviously, any kind of arithmetic calculations. It may be plus, minus, addition, subtraction, division, or else it, if we want to create any kind of percentages, normal arithmetic calculations. And if it can able to perform aggregate functions, right? In SQL also we have something called as aggregate functions. What are all the aggregate functions we have? It can be sum, minimum, right? Maximum, count, average. These are all the aggregate functions which we have. We all know that. I hope I'm clear. These are all the aggregate functions we have, right? So basically on whatever columns we can able to create some kind of calculations or aggregate functions, all those columns or all those fields comes under measure. This is the actual technical definition. Obviously, if we think for numerical columns only, we can create calculations. For numerical columns only, we can find all these aggregate functions, right? What is the minimum value? We can find obviously what is the minimum value out of numbers only, right? What is the maximum value? What is the sum of the values available in that particular column? Count, average, all these functions we will perform for numerical values only, right? So that is the reason I am saying that we can, just for remembering purpose, we can understand all the numbers or all the numerical columns comes under measure. But the technical definition is this one. If we can able to perform on whatever columns we can able to perform any types of calculations or aggregate functions, that columns will comes under measures, and remaining all other columns will comes under dimension. So this is one of the important point which we need to understand. I hope I'm clear. Guys, please respond.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So this is about the dimensions and measures, and you can see here we are having something called as rows and columns here. This is the place where we can keep, where we can place our columns here. If I'm placing some columns or some dimensions or measures in rows and columns, automatically I can able to create the graph. I'll show you just in a while. And apart from this, we are having few more options here, like filters card. We will call all this as cards. If we want to apply filters for our data, we will use this filters card. And we are having something called as marks card here. We are having some more options here. Once we create any graph, if we want to change, or if you want to apply any color to that graph, we will use this color option. If you want to change the size of the graph, we will use this size option. If you want to give labels or text to the graph, we will use this option. And if we want for detail analysis, we will use this detail option. I will show you going forward about this option, and tooltip also I will show you going forward. Okay, this is about the marks card. In this, automatically, if we click on this drop down, we will have few shapes. Automatically we will have text shape or bar shape. Accordingly we will, change these shapes whenever we are creating some different graphs, which we will see more clearly going forward. Okay, and most important thing, you can see something called as show me option here. If I'm just clicking this, in Tableau we will have 24 types of inbuilt graphs available. Okay, 24 inbuilt graphs available in Tableau. All those graphs we can able to see here. Along with the inbuilt graphs, we can create many advanced graphs also. Okay, and to create some advanced graphs, we need to follow some steps. We will create some advanced graphs also in our course, and at that time we will learn everything very clearly. Okay, I'll show you what are all the advanced graphs we are going to cover in our course in a while. So these are basically some of the inbuilt graphs available. For the first time, if you can see, all the graphs are disabled, right? But if I'm keeping any my cursor on any one of the graph, at the bottom it is showing me, that details of that graph. If I'm keeping my cursor here, at the bottom it is showing me this graph is called, like here it is showing. Just observe, it is telling me this graph is called as horizontal bar, and it is showing me the minimum requirements to create the graph, that is 0 dimension and 1 measure. As you know, as I said just now, these are the dimensions and these are the measures. So to create this graph, at least one measure we required. If I select any of this measure, this graph will be enabled for me. Okay, so like that, we can, once we select the data, that respective graphs, whatever graphs are applicable for that data, that graphs will be enabled for us. Okay, let's see practically. Let me create one graph. So maybe here we are having so many options. Let me create a subcategory first. Here there are two options to create the graphs. Either I can just drag this subcategory into the rows part. Observe, I'm just dragging the subcategory to the rows part. I got some data, and if you can see, I selected only one field, that is one dimension here, that is completely text part. And immediately after selecting this dimension, I got only one graph enabled here. That means for this data, only one graph is applicable. So again, Tableau is very smarter. Whenever we select any dimensions or measures, related graphs will be enabled for us. Okay, so I selected only one subcategory, and I can able to create only one graph out of this data, that is a normal text table. This is whenever we are starting or whenever we are learning our visualizations concept, I will teach each and every graph. We will learn, here creating graphs are really easy, but how to, we need to understand for what type of data, what type of graphs we need to create, and what kind of steps we need to follow. Everything we will learn detailedly in that visualizations concept. Okay, so for now, let me just show you how we will create the graphs, so that we will get some basic understanding about this. So I already selected subcategory into the rows part, and I will select sales into the columns part. Then automatically you can see few some graphs are enabled for me, almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 graphs are enabled for me. That means for this data I can able to use all these 10 graphs. So what kind of graph we need to use, it's our choice, depending upon the data, depending upon how we want to visualize it, and depending upon how what kind of dashboard we are creating. We can it's completely data analyst should decide to choose what graph. Okay, so this is basically a horizontal graph, right? So this is one option. Okay, I'm having one option here, which helps me to clear the sheet. You can see here, I'm having one option here. If I'm clicking it, everything will be cleared. This is the canvas. This is the place we will create the graph. I just cleared everything just to show you, because previously what I did, I dragged subcategory into the rows part and sales to the columns part. Now, every time, no need of dragging and dropping those into rows and columns. Sometimes we may get confused that whether to keep subcategory in rows or columns, like that. So directly the shortcut is that if we double click we can able to create it. So instead of dragging and dropping, we can even create the graphs by double clicking. So I'm just double clicking on the subcategory, automatically it went to the rows part, right? I will double click to the sales. You can see here, if I am double clicking the sales, it is showing me, first it is showing me this graph, that is text table, right? Accordingly, here we won't do anything, Tableau itself does many things for us. So as now I'm selected this graph, my this measure sales went into marks card in the text. You can see T symbol here. That is, as I selected this graph, here sales is representing in the form of text. That is the reason sales went into this text part. You can see the symbol as T here. If I selected this graph, that is horizontal bar, you can see automatically my sum of sales, it is displaying in the columns. So according to the graph we selected, this, dimensions or measures will change accordingly. Okay. So this is how we will create graphs. Let's try to understand about this horizontal bar graph. And let me tell you one more point. All the measures, whenever we are using here in Tableau, it will automatically take, you know, take the aggregate level only. By default, we will get sum of sales only. Okay. If you want, we can change that aggregation level, and in which graphs we will change that aggregation also. We will learn going forward. Okay. So for now, I can say this is a horizontal bar graph. And if I want to, you can see, as we created subcategory wise sales. So these are all the subcategories I'm having. This is the sales I'm having. I'm having sales in x-axis and subcategories in y-axis. This is called as horizontal bar chart. Okay, I'm just clicking on show me option. You can see here, if I'm just keeping my cursor here, it is showing me the details, like what is that subcategory and what is that respective sale, right? That is called as, whatever I can able to see, that small box is called as tooltip. Here you can see tooltip, right? Automatically, once we create any graph, the tooltip will be enabled for us. Suppose, just imagine going forward for any advanced graphs. If we want, we can even edit this tooltip. Suppose here it is showing me what is subcategory, what is that particular sale. If I want to add any other details in the tooltip, I can just use this tooltip option here and I can edit here. I can add some more thing. If I want to, display any other option, I can write here. Okay. We will see this one also very clearly in further classes. So basically this is about it. And if we want to give colors to our graph, that is, if I want to display each and every subcategory with different colors, I will use this color option. What I need to do, I need to drag subcategory. As I want to display each one of my subcategory in different colors, I'll drag this subcategory into the color part. Then I will get different colors for each and every subcategory, right? Even I can sort the data here. I'm having options. If I'm clicking on this option, it will sort it in the descending order. If I'm clicking on this option, it will sort in the ascending order, right? And this is by default, I'm on the standard view. You can see basically this is a menu bar and this is the toolbar. We are having many options here. Slowly we can understand what are all the options we have here. Okay, by default I'm in the standard view. If I want to change, I will just select this drop down, and if I click on entire view, I can able to get the graph like this, right? And if I want to, I'll just drag it in the descending order. Like this, I can understand. Here in this subcategory, phones is one of the subcategory which I'm getting highest sales, right? And towards the right side, you can see each and every subcategory, what kind of colors it is representing. This is called as legend. Legend, okay. Towards the right side, it will display something which, by using which we can understand about detail about the graph. That is called as legends, okay. And if we want to display the text beside the bar, I need to click this T option. Either I can click here, either I can click this label option here. I'm just clicking T option from here. It is just displaying the sales beside each and every bar, right? Like this, we will create graphs. We have many inbuilt graphs. We can create each and every graph, and we will learn how to create each and every graph very clearly. So I hope I'm clear whatever I'm explaining. Great. Let me show you the course content. As you know, the course fees is only 6,000. Previously, we used to charge 10,000 from the last batch. This is the second batch which we are giving this offer. So the course duration is of 40 days and the course fees is of 6,000. Okay. Let me show you the course content. One second. So in this course, actually, along with all the concepts at the end, I will show you real-time dashboard, and that dashboard is a HR analytics dashboard. Okay. At the end, we will understand how to create a dashboard very technically, and I will show you how we will create this output. I will make you to create from scratch. Okay. And let me show you the course content. This is about the course content which we are going to cover. First, introduction to Tableau, Tableau features, Tableau products, importance or implementation of Tableau in real world, user interface of Tableau desktop, installation of Tableau desktop, data types in Tableau, generating Tableau reports from text file and Excel file, what is measures and dimension, what is continuous and discrete data. These are all the options which we have in Marks card. And next, Tableau architecture, SQL Server basics. If any of the student I have in this batch completely new to SQL, I will explain SQL Server very basics from start. Whatever concepts we are required to learn Tableau, that concepts I will cover. And if everyone is, I'll show you what are all the concepts we are going to cover. If suppose if three of you are not needed to explain that concepts, I will skip or else I will explain. And especially if I don't, the concepts will be like the basics of SQL, maybe how we will create the tables, how we will insert the data, and what are all the SQL commands we are having, and what is about primary key, foreign key. And then the main concept is joins. Obviously, joins I will explain. First, I will explain how we will perform joins in SQL, and then I will show you how we will deal with the joins in Tableau level. Okay. First of all, I will show you the installation process of SQL Server, and then let's discuss some basic concepts. And I will show you how to generate Tableau reports from SQL Server. Maybe in tomorrow's class, I will show you how we will connect to the SQL Server. Okay. Okay, Asif. No problem. So next, data warehouse. Not only databases, we will use. Thank you, Asif. Thank you. We will use data warehouse data also uh, in uh, in Tableau. So first I will explain you what is data warehouse, what is the difference between OLTP, OLAP, and I will show you the how we will connect to that real-time database and data warehouse from SQL Server. Next, we are having advanced concepts like Tableau connection, Tableau access, joins, data blending, filters in Tableau, Tableau actions, hierarchies, parameter, creating and using parameters, how to create dynamic graphs. Till now we saw how we will create static graphs, but in real time we need to create dynamic graphs, right? To create the dynamic graphs, we will use few concepts like maybe sets and parameters together. By using that, we will create dynamic graphs, which we will learn very practically. Next, visualizations. These are all the inbuilt graphs available in Tableau. We will learn each and every graph very detailedly. Then these are all the advanced graphs we are going to cover in this course, that is donut charts, funnel charts, waterfall, lollipop, and word cloud chart. Next, Tableau sets using parameters, Tableau groups. These are all the Tableau functions which we have. Next, drop lines, trend lines, forecasting lines, Tableau dashboards, Tableau stories, very important concept. Next, Tableau online account. I will show you how we will create Tableau online account, how we will create and modify a schedule. About Tableau server, what are all the options we are having in Tableau server, we will learn detailedly. Next, Tableau prep, we will learn this tool as well. Then we'll have one more concept called as Tableau bins. These are all the concepts which we are going to cover in our course. At the end, here basically whenever we are dealing with Tableau dashboards, we will see how we will create dashboards. We will learn everything detailedly. But at the end, as an additional thing, we will try to see how to create a real-time dashboard with HR analytics domain data. Okay, we will start creating from the scratch, and at the end I will make you to create this kind of dashboard. Okay, this is about the course content which we are going to cover in this course. Tomorrow will be maximum, I guess today or tomorrow will be our last demo. If you are interested, please register with us. You will in chat box, in Zoom chat box, they are having the details, or else as you attended the class today, you will get an email from our admin team. In that they will show you the complete details. 90% today will be the last demo, or else maybe there is a chance to take another demo tomorrow. But please try to register with us, then only once we are done with the demo classes, then only you will get a link. For whoever students got register, for them they will get a link, and by using that link only you need to attend the class. Okay, so I'm done. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
After this session, we will get video classes.
Oh, obviously. No, if, daily once you get register, you will get the access, and daily whatever topics I'm showing you now, for all those topics, I will give you the notes daily wise. Once we are done with the topic, that related notes I will upload. I myself personally will upload, and whatever videos we will, whatever I explained in the class, daily wise videos will be uploaded by the admin team. So once if you miss any class also, no problem, you can watch that video and I will clarify your doubts anytime. And that video access and notes access you will have up to 6 months from the date of your registration.
Okay. After after this course, how much experience can I keep in my resume?
You can keep up to 4 years.
4 years. Okay.
Yeah, up to 4 years. Because we are dealing everything very practically here, and I'm using real-time databases only, and data warehouse data also I will show you. We will deal with tomorrow. I will show in SQL Server what is the data warehouse data which we are going to use. That is called as AdventureWorks TW database. By using that database and by using sample superstore data only, we will learn each and every concepts which we are going to cover. That means obviously you will understand, I'm not using any basic data here. You can understand each and every concepts very practically, so that you can apply that knowledge in any of your projects. Directly you can apply up to 4 years of experience after attending my class easily.
Oh,
Okay, so I hope I'm clear. If everything is clear, let's meet in tomorrow's class. I'm not sure either this is the last demo or tomorrow's will be the last demo, but if you are interested, please get register. Then if it is today is the last demo, if you are registered, then you will get a paid link, Zoom link. Okay.
okay.
Gayatri, do you have any doubts?
No, no.
Great. Let's meet in tomorrow's class. Okay. I think
Okay.
tomorrow will be also a demo. Tomorrow will be the last demo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's meet in tomorrow's class.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.